I primarily met people in my academic course. There were a lot of degree-related events that were organized during the starting of the semester. The Welcome Week was also very instrumental in finding people with similar interests. Also, the accommodation that I was living in was catered, so we used to eat together.
I met a lot of people in Freshers Week. My accommodation hosted some Freshers events so we could all get to know each other, and then the university has lots of Freshers events on, so I met a lot of people through this. I also met a lot of people at a queer social mix-up and at society events.
The best thing I think I did was joining societies to meet people. Some of my closest friends are people that I met playing sport at Edinburgh. So I would say the one piece of advice I'd give is just put yourself out there and join a society, and I guarantee you, you'll reap the benefits and won't regret it.
I was able to connect with people from my cohort before arriving in Edinburgh through the Facebook group that was created by the university. It was just introductions, but it was nice to know where people were coming in from. Also, through those Facebook groups, I was able to connect with people who were coming from my home country.
I was able to reach out to my flatmates before I came, so we had a little group chat going and we all agreed on what each of us was bringing in terms of like kitchen appliances, which was really convenient. And so that we didn't have repeats or anything, we kind of just arranged that in advance and had a very kitted out kitchen in our first year.
Another thing you can do is called UniBuddy, where if you go onto the university website, you can chat to a current student. If you don't get to know people before you come, you're not at any disadvantage really. Everyone's keen to make friends in New Students Week.
There are always hospitality jobs going in cafes, restaurants, bars, pubs. So many of my friends work there, and the best way of getting a job is essentially just looking around, seeing if anybody is hiring, asking your friends if their places of work are hiring, because more often than not, they are. I myself worked in the roller rink in Ocean Terminal as a rink marshal because I really liked roller skating and I just got to skate about and get paid for it.
Because it's quite a bustling city, there are many options for part-time work, especially in hospitality. Or something that I've done quite a lot is working for the uni. There are loads of uni jobs out there, so from student ambassadors to working in uni bars or internships on campus, and the uni are really generous and it fits really perfectly around your studies because it's designed for a student. So if you want part-time work, it's definitely there.
I would say the most essential thing is going to the activities fair either in Welcome Week or Give It a Go Week, which are first weeks of semesters 1 and 2 respectively, because that's the only way of finding out exactly how many societies there are in Edinburgh, because there are so many catered to any and all tastes.
So I'm on the committee of 2 societies. I'm quite involved in both of them, and I'll go to all the meetings, organize events, partake in the events. But then I'm also a member of other societies without being necessarily on the committee. And these societies, I'll just go to the events they organize, whether that be regularly or monthly, depending on my time available or how interested I'm in the society. Yeah, there's definitely a variety of ways that you can be involved in a society.
You can find all the societies on the Edinburgh University Students Association page. All the societies are listed here, you can find out information about them, and from there they'll link you to your socials. This is also how you join societies.
Societies are really open to anyone. The whole point is to meet people with the same interests as you. So as long as you have an interest in anything that society organizes, then you're welcome to go. You don't need to know a specific language, for example, to join one of the language societies. I'm part of the committee of the French Society, for example, and we always try to be very inclusive of people that do not know how to speak French and that come to our society because they want to experience French culture and learn the language.
The Student Association venues are equipped with everything that you would need in your student experience. It has rooms for societies to organize events of different kinds. There are smaller rooms for meetings and weekly catch-ups. There are larger rooms to hold big-scale events. There are a lot of cafes that the student association venues have that offer a huge variety of meals and a good study space and a socializing space. Most of the students are found there just interacting or taking a break from classes.
The gym and sport facilities in Edinburgh are really amazing. They have things for everyone, from swimming, gymnastics, squash courts, climbing walls, volleyball courts. You can really do it all. And not only is it open through societies, for example, if I'm part of the squash society, the squash court will be reserved for the squash team every week. You can also rent courts if you just want to go and play alone or with your friends. You can play, for example, basketball and book the whole basketball court. They also have a lot of outdoor sport facilities. So, for example, you can go and play football on field, or there's a tennis courts in the meadows. It's really quite nice in the summer.
Probably the main centerpiece of my weekend would be a Saturday night. I love going to Big Cheese, which is, as weird as it sounds, it's the uni's student union night, and it's brilliant. It's so good for meeting people. But if you don't like going out, there are plenty of other things you can do. So you can go for nice little walks around places like Holyrood Park or Newtown, Stockbridge. There are so many picturesque locations that really make Edinburgh a lovely city to live in.
So in my free time, I usually spend a lot of time exploring Edinburgh and Scotland in general. I go camping quite a lot when it's hot enough during the weekends, so around Edinburgh, to the Scottish Islands, to the Highlands, the Cairngorms. I also like to boulder, so I'll go bouldering a lot during the weekends. There's really cool places around Edinburgh to go climbing, one of them being in an old church. It's very fun. And then in my free times, when I don't have too much work, I also like to sew and knit quite a lot.